I'm going to show you how I use three different strategies to build my discipline up and change my life, even on the days that I didn't really feel like it. Hello, my name is Ray, and I transformed from this to this in about 2 years, and I'm going to help you accelerate that to 6 months. A bit before 2020, I was 230 pounds. In May 2022, I was about 207 pounds. In June 2024, I was 169 pounds. So from the highest to the lowest there, it's about a 61-pound difference. Now, that transformation took 4 years. Once I got to 169 pounds, I decided to bulk back up to 201 pounds. That was because I was a bit too skinny and I decided I needed to put some muscle on. Once I got to 201 pounds, I decided to cut back down. And as of today, this morning, I am 171 pounds. That only took 6 months. So I want to walk you through what my life used to look like and how it looks like now. Back then, when I was overweight, the rest of my life didn't look too good either. I used to wake up just in time to rush over to my job, and oftentimes I would actually be late. Nowadays, I wake up at 4:45 a.m. I have a little routine in the morning that I do, which includes a cold shower, and I go to the gym at 5 a.m. Back then at work, I wasn't very productive. I look down at my phone all the time and get distracted a lot. I wasn't very focused and I made a lot of mistakes. When there was downtime, I would just chill. I wouldn't do anything else proactively. Now at work, it's a very different story. I don't use my phone until the work is done, and it's done very early and efficiently. During the downtime now, I check off tasks that I need to do throughout the day. Things that are personal, some others that have to do with my job, but I'm always doing something. I'm always actioning something. I'm considered part of the 20% of the staff that does 80% of the work now. That would have never been it would have never been like that back in the day. I used to eat just about anything. You put food in front of me and I would eat it. For breakfast, I would oftentimes eat cereal. Oreo O's were my favorite. Lunch was whatever special that they had at work at the time. Dinner was whatever mom cooked. I used to live at home with my parents at the time. The foods I eat are very nutritious now. It's always a whole food, one or two ingredient foods. I just like to eat real foods now to make my nutrition tracking a lot easier and more efficient. I eat the same things every day. Usually these things are very easy to cook or mix up, like Greek yogurt, and I mix it with honey or something like that. I remember back when I was going to the office, they would have lots of snacks to indulge in, different bullshit like cookies, brownies, garbage, really. There was no moderation. There was no moderation. I didn't have self-control over my food. Snacks at home were the same thing. Cookies, garbage, chips. I'm working from home now, so this is my office. I don't keep shitty foods here. I don't keep shitty snacks here. I ration my snacks. I still have snacks, bananas, peanut butter, stuff like that. But I ration them now. I can control myself now. I have self control. I don't just eat every single banana I have. I remember back then, my doctor actually told me I was close to getting diabetes. My father has diabetes, and I was soon going to become the next in line. I had higher blood pressure than a normal person. My vitamin D was low. I didn't really get out much. I didn't go out too much in the sun. I didn't get that. After work for the rest of the night, I played a lot of video games. Call of Duty, Star Wars, Battlefront 2 were my favorites. Skyrim for sure. I'd swipe right on Tinder and what was the other one? Bumble. I'd swipe right a lot, but I'd get like no matches. I didn't have much socialization. Uh, I stayed inside the house for the most part. I didn't really go out too much. I had a couple friends here and there. And most of those friends were like video game friends and people I used to chill out with at like bars and clubs and stuff. Now after work, I'm just pushing myself further and further. I'm always working on myself. Now after work, I actually write these scripts for these videos. I do meditation, I journal, I read. As of recent, since it's the summer, I've been going to the pool, and poolside, I've been writing these scripts. I'm also socializing with other people that are there. Before, I would sleep around 11 p.m., maybe midnight, after playing games and, you know, that stuff. Now, every day, I sleep at 9 p.m. I actually turn all the screens off at 8 p.m. just so I have an hour break, like to relax and actually get my melatonin. Now, how did I actually make this change? How did I go from the before to now? I've got three different things that I implemented that you could also implement that could help you do the same. Number one, I changed my environment. I gained control of my environment by moving out of my parents' house. Once I was out of my parents' house, I was responsible for everything. I was responsible for the groceries, the food that I brought in, the snacks, anything that came into my house, I was responsible for. For those of you who can't make any move right now, you could still implement this. You see, you could always make it easier or harder for yourself to implement or stop certain habits. For example, recently I decided I wanted to start stretching. I never really stretched before in the gym. So recently I wanted to start stretching. So what I did was I bought a yoga mat and I laid it on the floor. It made it very easy to start stretching anytime that I needed to. I now stretch for 5 minutes every morning before leaving to go to the gym. Think about how you can also implement this. So pick a habit that you want to do. Let's say it's reading. Make it easier for yourself by leaving the book somewhere that you'll always see it. Let's say you want to start journaling. Keep the book with a pen somewhere you'll always see it. Somewhere you'll always somewhere where you're actually going to write, right? Like on the couch or something or by your or on a desk like this. Let's say you wanted to start going to the gym. Don't sign up to a gym that's so far. Sign up to one that's like really close to you or make a home gym. Number 2, to make the transformation, I ate and still eat the same foods every single day. This made it effortless to pick my foods and it made losing fat efficient and effortless. I didn't really have to try. I just ate the same things every day. I didn't have to count calories. I didn't have to count like protein. I didn't have to count carbs, fat, whatever. I didn't have to count it every single day. I just did it the first time and let it rock, right? I just kept it going every day up until you do that until you like get to the weight you want or the body fat you want and there you go. Most people think that's crazy that you eat the same thing every day, but it's really not. They say, "Oh, I couldn't do that. That's crazy." But is it really though? Is it really that difficult? It doesn't. It's not that hard. It's not hard. If you just think about like your ancestors, and you really don't even need to think that far back, great grandparents, they ate the same thing every day. They ate the same foods every day, probably like rice and chicken or some shit. So this is what I did to lose my fat, and it will help you do the same. So you figure out your caloric maintenance. What's your caloric maintenance? This is the amount of calories that your body burns every day. If you eat lower than the caloric maintenance, you'll lose weight. If you eat higher, you'll gain weight. All right, so go on Google, go on Google, search up caloric calculator, and then just follow the steps it has. I think it just asks you for your height, your weight, the amount of exercise that you do. What else? Yeah, I think that's all that it asks you. You put those in, and then it'll give you a number. Whatever number it gives you, mine was 2200. You subtract whatever number you want there. I recommend 500. If you put 500, if you if you subtract 500 from it, then you end up losing about a pound a week. So, for example, for me, once I filled up all the data, my number was 2200. I subtracted 500 and I got 1700. Once I figured out my caloric intake for each day, I went on MyFitnessPal and built a diet plan. Now, I hate the word diet because it just has bad connotations behind it, but for this video, we'll just use the word diet. Anyway, I built a diet plan that added up to 1700 calories, bought the food from the grocery store, and I ate that every single day until I got to the weight that I wanted to be. I used real and whole foods, foods that only have like one or two ingredients. Bananas, for example. Bananas only have one ingredient. There's nothing else that makes a banana. It's just a banana or chicken or strawberries, blueberries, whatever. The one ingredient stuff, not the bullshit like graham crackers, for example, which have like 10 plus ingredients, probably more. I'm probably undervaluing that a lot. Technically, you could use graham crackers or any other food. You could use cereal, you could use whatever. You can use candy if you want, but obviously it's not healthy, but I mean, you could technically use whatever. Still, I would recommend using real food. Real food that's organic and that can that you find outside of, out in the world. I'll be posting more videos about nutrition and stuff like that. I'm really big on it, so yeah, I'll get a deeper dive into those in future videos. Um, Taking a dive into protein, carbs, fat, etc. Now, the third strategy that I implemented was using a Google Calendar to schedule everything of my day. Think about back when you were in school. Did they give you an agenda, like a planner? Think about why they did that. Did you ever miss a class when you had that? It's a planner, it's a scheduler. It it gives you what you need to do each day, right? All you have to do is actually execute on it. They give you the guideline and then you just execute. They do this in school, they do this sometimes even at work, they do this in the military. Everything is planned out beforehand, and all you have to do is execute on it. This can work for your daily life as well. At first, you won't be able to get it done 100%. I think when I first implemented this, I was only able to get maybe 50% of the stuff done. But over time, you get better and better at actually nailing everything. You even get better at adjusting the schedule to fit your daily needs. All of our lives are different, and our schedules are all going to look different. This is especially true for people who have jobs that like require them to travel a lot or that are different each day. Plan as much as you can out. Start with things that you do every day, waking up, brushing your teeth, going to sleep. You put the same hours each day. By the way, your bedtime, your wake up time, and even the times that you eat should be around the same time each day. After you add those, you add the specific things to your own life, your work schedule, any other habits that you do, other routines that you may have. You can schedule commuting times. You can schedule dates with your girlfriend, your wife. You can schedule your shower. You can schedule your laundry. Those anything that you can schedule it. Tailor it to fit into your own life, right? Only you know your life. So schedule it and you'll be able to nail it. Like I said before, you won't get it 100% of the time every time, but over time, you'll be able to get better and better at it. So, like when I first started, I was only able to get like maybe 50% of the things that I had listed, but over time, I was able to get better and get better, and now I'm pretty much hitting 100%. Not every day, but most days, right? Let's say like 90% of the time I'm hitting each thing that I have scheduled. I'll be posting more videos like this and taking deeper dives into different subjects that we covered in this video and more. Subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when the next video will be released. Let's keep getting better every day, and I'll see you in the next video.